Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back in another Fortnite video. In today's video, I want to share with you guys how to get better and also how to improve here in Fortnite Season 4. I want to share with you guys the few things that I have been doing over the past couple of days, starting out in Season 4, that has really helped me get better and also to improve very quickly here in Fortnite Season 4. So if you guys are struggling to get better and to improve here in this game, definitely stay to the end of the video because these tips will help you guys out a ton. And real quick, before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I give away V-Bucks every single Friday. So if you guys would like to enter this giveaway and win some free V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you guys get notified for every single new upload and when I announce the winners every Friday. And lastly, make sure you guys put down your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account down in the comment section below, and you guys will be automatically entered into the giveaway. And lastly, if you guys like to support me in the item shop, all you guys have to do, go down to the bottom right, hit on support a creator, type in my creator code, which is Young Humor, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator in the item shop. And alright guys, let's go right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I want to be sharing with you guys some very good tips and tricks and just some things and strategies to use that's going to help you win a lot more gunfights and get a lot more wins here in Fortnite Season 4. So the first thing that I've noticed over the past couple days is when it comes to the best shotgun to use, they have three different shotguns in the game. And so the three different shotguns that they have, the first one being the charge shotgun, they have the pump shotgun, which they finally added back here in this season, and then they also have the combat shotgun, which has increased range. I think the last time they had it in the game was, I think it was Season 10 when they had Neo tilted. And of course, they did remove the tac shotgun, which was a little bit of a surprise, but they did remove the tac shotgun. So as far as the best shotgun in the game, personally, I'm going to have to say the pump is the best. I was kind of leaning toward the charge for the first day or so of the season. But to be honest, the reason why I like the pump a lot better is because of how fast you're able to shoot it. I mean, you can shoot this gun so significantly fast after you build, and you're able to pull the gun out really quickly, and you're able to shoot very fast, or much faster than you would with, say, a charged shotgun. But one of the things that's really important that I have noticed is rarity is so important, because when it comes to the pump shotgun, just use that for an example because I said it's the best. When it comes to the purple pump shotgun, the base damage, if you shoot a guy in the chest for full pellets, you're going to be hitting them for 100 damage, meaning that you can kill a player in just 2 shots. Versus if you have a lesser rarity, so say you have a blue pump which does a 90 to the body, it's going to take you 3 shots. So unless you get a headshot, it's going to take you 3 shots to do 200 damage to another player. And this is really important because one thing that I have noticed is I have gotten one pumped, and I've also have gotten just stripped for a ton of damage with the shotguns in this season specifically. So you always want to make sure that with this season, you want to have the best rarity possible. So off spawn, spending that little bit of extra time getting your pump shotgun up to a purple could significantly help you out tremendously in gunfights. Because another thing as well is they did do a couple of changes to the SMGs, and the SMGs in my opinion are a little bit nerfed. They're not as good as they once were, because you had the blue SMG and the P90 of last season, and it was, in my opinion, significantly better than the tactical SMG they have now. Because the tactical SMG, as far as I can remember, I believe that right now, I'm pretty sure the fire rate is nerfed. It doesn't feel as strong as it once was. So that's really important. So if you're going to use and just spray and pray with someone close range with your SMG, you're going to have to realize it's not going to be as strong as before. So I think having a very good shotgun, and by very good I mean a purple or gold pump, having a shotgun like this is really going to be a make or break between winning a lot of gunfights and losing a lot of gunfights in this season. So you really want to prioritize your accuracy with shotguns, just because of the nerf to SMGs and just how viable shotguns are with the pump returning back to the game. So that is going to be the first thing that you guys really want to focus on and to practice if you want to be able to be very dominant here in this season. So the second thing that you guys want to do that I notice is very important as well is because they did remove the launch pads to the game, meaning there's not really too many items in the game you can rotate very quickly with. You have, of course, the cars, you have some helicopters, and you have just a few of the the superpower things that they added. But for the most part, if you're in like the middle of the open, you're not going to have a car next to you. Meaning the reason why this is such an important thing to talk about is because one thing that I've got screwed with in the first day of playing is going to be on my rotation, because a lot of times I would rotate a little bit later to the zone because I either had a launch pad or I had something that I could use to get to the next zone very quickly. So with the removal of launch pads, you really have to pay attention to where the zone is, and you want to rotate extra early because you never know on the way to your zone, maybe you run into like the sweatiest player you've ever seen and they just constantly crank 90s up to sky limit, which has happened more times than not. So you're going to need a little bit more of extra time to fight that player. So, and if you want to be able to consistently win in this season, you're going to have to rotate very quickly. You have to be very aware of where the zones are and also the biggest choke points around the map, and use those to your advantage to be able to win a lot more gunfights and just not get screwed over to little Timmy's griefing and just running into zone and just W king you for no reason. So that is the second thing that I've noticed that really has helped me get a lot of wins once I've really figured out. And so the third thing that you guys want to do that's going to help you get a lot more wins here in this season. So the third thing that you guys want to do is you really want to play a little bit smarter. Now, what I mean by that, obviously playing smarter is going to help you out. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but one of the things that they added, or one of the biggest changes that you guys probably have noticed already, is there is no longer a 100% chest spawn, meaning that if you land at a spot or a chest location, I think it's 50%, I don't know, it could be 70%, I don't remember the exact number, but it's not 100% anymore. If so, say it's 50%, it's going to be 50-50 chance that you get a chest there or not, meaning that there's going to be significantly less loot. So if you land at a location where there usually is 6 chests, and now there's only 3, one of the biggest downfalls is when you're opening those chests, there's a big chance that you maybe won't get, say, an SMG, maybe you don't get any minis, or you just don't get, a weapon that you really need. Maybe you don't get an AR. So knowing you're going to be a little bit less on the loot because of the reduced chest spawn, meaning that you're going to really have to play to the weapons and also the items that you have. So say, for example, you land off spawn and you get really good loot, but you don't get any shield. So you really want to focus in that situation on trying to get shield. So maybe in that game, you have to say you land Pleasant Park, you don't get any shield at your building. Maybe it's best that you run outside of Pleasant Park to get shield and then rotate back into finishing off the gunfights. So you're gonna have to learn to play a little bit smarter and being a little bit more conservative, at least off spawn until the mid game, where you're going to most likely kill a player who has a lot more minis or just at least has some shield for you. But there has been a lot of times, because of the reduced chest spawn, I have noticed that I've had games where I've literally killed 4 people in a row and have not got an SMG from the player. I've killed 4 people in a row and has not gotten minis. So you have to be really careful and really cautious on the loot that you have, because there's a really good chance if you win that gunfight that you may or may not get any minis. You may or may not get a better shotgun or an SMG off of that player. So you really want to play smart. You want to be able to finish. So if you go into a gunfight, you want to be able to finish off the player as quickly as possible, and you overall just want to try to become a smarter player based on the loot you have, because you have to be a little bit more conservative just because of the reduced amount of loot that's just in the game. So those are just a couple things that you guys want to keep in mind if you want to get a lot more wins, win a lot more gunfights and overall play better. Those 3 things are specific here for Season 4 that I think can help you guys out a lot and will help you get a lot more wins. You want to make sure that you have a really good rotation because there's no launch pads or anything like that. So being able to find the zone and rotate earlier is going to be a huge advantage. Also, making sure that you play a little bit more conservative off spawn and understanding that there's not 100% of a chest spawn, meaning that there's going to be a lot of games where you're going to have maybe not enough minis, not enough good weapons. So you want to be very careful when it comes to that. And also, if you're able to, maybe maybe playing a little bit slower off spawn and getting a purple pump is going to significantly help you win a lot more gunfights, because the pumps are extremely good, and a purple pump does 100 damage body shot to the chest. And at the same time, the nerf to SMGs really don't make it as strong as it once was, where you could just run with a P90 in a box and then get a kill very easily. So those are just a couple of things you really want to consider that can help you get a lot more wins and just win way more gunfights here in this season. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys like to hit that like button, make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I do stream every single day here on this channel at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys do hit that notification bell so you guys get a notification when I go live on this channel. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching the video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.